Okay, guys, sorry for hitting you with so many talking videos. Hee-haw. Just want to get into this one real quick. I'll make it like 10 minutes, maybe, till I get on a rant. I just want to say I've been in Vietnam for like, we'll say 2 months, almost 2 months. And what I have, I think, a month and 3 weeks. What I like about Vietnam, what I don't like about Vietnam, what I like about traveling, what I don't like about traveling, what I think. So, Vietnam, I love it here. It's awesome. But is it just that perspective because I come from America and my dollar in America can't buy me a beer? Well, maybe some places for specials, but then you're expected to give them a huge tip. See, rant, sorry. Anyways, I can get beer here for 38 cents. I can get beer here for 58 cents. I can get dollar beers. So I'm just wondering, is it my perspective that my money stretches longer here than in America and it's worth more here than America that I like it? Probably. But I also like Vietnam, the people I've met, the experiences I've had. I I guess also because I'm just living life because I would just be stuck at a 9 to 5 or well I always work night shift or swing shift, so I always be like get off at 2:30 a.m. or get off at 4 a.m. Um, but then it's like people who but you just get stuck in this rhythm of like having an apartment, having to buy food, having to pay bills, wanting the biggest TV, wanting this, wanting that, wanting PlayStation. Here traveling, I'm looking to just throw shit away because I'm tired of carrying bags or like you know I don't want to look like a tourist. So Vietnam, I love it. I love the people I've met. I love the experiences I've had, like I said. What I don't like about Vietnam, that might be better. Uh, as a fat white American, it's very hot here. Like Ho Chi Minh City. At least in Hanoi right now. I'm still sweating, but it's like probably 70. Let me just look real quick. I always put it on my friend here. She grew up with Celsius, so oh, nice. It's 65 here. Okay, that's awesome. For perspective, it's 81 in Ho Chi Minh City today. So we're in the 70, 75 to 80 here for the highs, 65 for the lows in Hanoi, or well, this part of Hanoi. Ho Chi Minh City's in the 90s and 75 for the low. So I have so Hanoi is like paradise right now. I remember I was walking through Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, literally just standing outside pouring sweat. Or I wear these shirts. I don't know if you guys know. I only brought 6 shirts. They all different variations of the same shirt. Um, and then when I wear my fanny pack, it just fucking sticks to my chest because the fanny pack's either here or the straps here and just soaks. That's what I don't like. I don't like how I feel people are rude on scooters in one instance. You'll be walking on the side of and granted, you're walking on the street close to the curb, but sometimes you can't walk on the sidewalk because there's scooters parked there or shops, whatever, crowds of people. So, more, sometimes, it's not all the time. The scooter will literally cut in front of you and then stop. So you're either gonna run into the back of him or you gotta sidestep real quick. And I'm like, you couldn't have just slowed down and waited me to walk the other 2 steps, and you could have pulled in right behind me. You literally had to cut me off. And now I just start whatever road rage on them. Just start speaking English how I would in America. Stupid drivers. And luckily they don't understand it. Probably get punched. But anyways, that's the one thing I don't like. The other thing I don't like, the beds. I haven't found a comfortable bed really here. Well, the first place kind of, but these are hard as a rock, which I do love. But I do love my like memory foam beds too. But my back prefers a hard like a. Basically, I sleep on the ground at people's house. Like I use the couch as a pillow and I sleep on the ground. That's fine. I got no problem. I could sleep all through the night. But here I sleep all through the night too, and I haven't woke up with back pain. But the beds are very hard, so if you're like can't sleep on like a rock hard bed, then yeah, you will hate it. Like the Airbnbs and the apartments. If you're staying in a motel, a fancy motel, it might be better. I would just never stay there for the price. The one I got in Ho Chi Minh City, like I said, I paid $250 for 18 nights. Dang, I can't believe I was there that long. I had too much fun. Paid 18 nights, I paid $250. That's okay with me. Because what does that even come out to? Maybe it's not okay with me. 250 divided by 18. $13 a night. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that. That was awesome place. So, the beds, the scooter only when they cut you off, and the weather. But the one thing I don't like, but I understand it, but I don't like this about any Asian country or any foreign country that does this. And by foreign, I mean foreign to me. Vietnam's not foreign to itself, But in America, this is what I don't know if I've said this rant before, but this is even if you hate America, if you think America is the worst country in the world, if you think this or you love America, the one thing that no one can deny about America is you go to like I'm sure I've said this in a video, so I apologize. But for example, we both go like me, a foreigner, another foreigner, say like a Vietnamese and a I'll say Indian. You can always tell an Indian. So uh, an Indian, a Vietnamese, me go to McDonald's in America. The McDonald's cashier don't look at the Indian and say, "Oh, you're a foreigner." Don't look at the Vietnamese and say, "You're a foreigner." Look at me and say, "Oh, you're an American." No, they say, "This is just an example. You want cheeseburger? Okay, that's $3.49." It's like the Vietnamese person goes, "You want?" They go, "Oh, cheeseburger? $3.49." The Indian guy, $3.49. You pay the same price for everything in America. There's no foreign fee. There's no foreigner. There's no because you can't do that in America. Uh, but here, oh, I'm a white guy. Fuck. What's the price? 40,000. Okay, my Vietnamese friend goes gets it for 10,000. You know, that's where it's like I don't like that part about any country. Just name the price, and the price should be the price for every human. It shouldn't be, oh, you're white, you pay this, or oh, you're brown, you pay this, or oh, you're this color, you pay this. Should be one price. So those are the things about Vietnam. The prices. against foreigners. The beds are hard. So far in my experience, the weather and the scooter. Other than that, I got no problem with Vietnam. The scooter traffic don't bother me anymore. This is the other thing I'll say. If you ever come to Vietnam, you're gonna be, and I've said this before. I apologize. You're gonna be very overwhelmed by all the scooters. But it was like me for 3 days, and on the third day, I don't care. I just walk right out in the middle of traffic. Like, if they're gonna hit me, they're gonna hit me. It's not something I'm scared about. Like my friend, we ate and I had duck, and I'm like, she's leading the way, I'm following her, and then I'm like, oh, are we trying to cross? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, come on. And I just walk, and I tell her, no, get on the other side of me. So, or I used to tell her, stand on this side. So I'm the one facing the traffic, not you. And then, it's not that she's scared, it's that she was carrying a bike, but me, I don't care. I just like, if there's a break in traffic, I'm just like, hey, let's go. Or a lot, what you'll see is they'll be stopped at a light and you have to go through the cars. So that's just my main advice. Don't let the traffic here scare you. Don't live in fear of the traffic. Don't. I've met a lot of people who are scared to cross the road and scared to do this. I'm like, I even rode on scooters here as a passenger. How come every time I get on a scooter, the driver was like, oh, because it's too fat. But no, scooters are cheap, like 16,000 for a ride, so that's less than $1. So I took 4 of them in Ho Chi Minh. I've taken one here in Hanoi. But when I'm in the Old Quarter, if I need to go someplace close in the Old Quarter, I'll just take the scooter. Okay, guys. So I guess it's not bad when I only have 4 things to tell you I don't like about the country, because I could give you, well, maybe if I blow up big and someone remembers this video and wants it, I'll give you 10 things I hate about America. But I'll also give you 10 things that I love about America. Anyways, oh, this will be the last part. I have said this in a video too, but I don't know if I was going to cut that part out, so I'll cut this out if I did. Keep that in there, but I've been going through some highs and lows. Like, when I first came here, it was cool. I was all by myself doing tours and this and this. But then I met a friend here. Then we would hang out like once a week or twice a week. She took me to pagodas. We went and she filmed the haircut video. Oh, she's the one I gave all my best friend here, which is cool. And then like, oh, because I moved here out of town, that's why I flew to Ho Chi Minh City. Met Wilson there, probably hung out with him for like at least 5 days every night partying in a row. There's other people I met there. One in particular that I hung out with every night for a long time, and it was just like, when they left, it was like, oh. I got into this routine of life, and then when life changed, I was back to like, I gotta go out again and hopefully find someone who can speak English. Not that I'm looking for it, but that's the only language I can speak. So if I hear you speaking English, I might say, hey, what's up? Where are you from? If we're drinking, then okay, that turns into a drinking buddy. But I'm all better now. Life is life. And I guess I cherish all these memories over living in like the past, or like, oh, I wish this could happen, this could happen. Nah. I'll always remember those nights. So, well, till I lose my mind. But I also took some photos and stuff that will always be there in video. So basically, I guess here's your final piece of advice from Nate. If you claim mental health or think mental health's a real thing or any kind of this mental health, this is just my perspective on mental health, and if it helps you, it helps you. If I sound like an idiot or whatever, it's not the first time. But okay, I'm 34. Imagine probably not even 100 years ago. Oh wait, well, America's 250. So 2025, 1925. I don't know, maybe the 1800s. Well, 1776, maybe even then. I'm 34. Okay, imagine you're a young girl, like very young. Guess what? Just because I have money, your parents are selling you to me. And if you don't have a kid by 13 as a woman, like you're an old spinster, you're going to die. And I'm just saying this was the thinking hundreds of years ago. Imagine those women. They didn't cry mental health one time. Well, probably because they didn't have the word invented or no one would listen. But that's what I think about is like, oh, my life sucks. Well, I could have been a 13-year-old girl marrying a 45-year-old man. Not my choice. Having a baby at 14, 15. So when I get down, hey, life's actually not that bad. Plus, I'm in a different country, so life is not that bad. So anyone who needs a little pick me up today, just know life is not that bad. Okay, I love you guys.